Hey guys, Eric with Manage Baltimore. I just wanted to stop by and talk to you guys kind of about lead paint laws in Maryland. So lead paint laws are state specific, so they apply to any rental property in the state of Maryland. So any property constructed before January 1st of 1978 in the state is required to have a lead certificate. Even if the property was completely gutted to the brick and then rebuilt, studs, drywall, frame, everything, you still need to have a lead cert if that structure, the original brick structure, was constructed before 1978. So you have four forms of a lead cert. You have a lead-free, full risk, modified risk, and then you have lead safe. The two most common forms are modified risk and full risk reduction. So what we would do, what we would do, there's a process behind it. You want to make sure that the property is clean and ready for the lead inspector. You want to make sure that he has got access, keys, an alarm code if you have one. He's going to come in for the full risk and the modified risk. They do what's called dust wipes. They're going to check the window sills. They look like baby wipes, and they run them over the window sills, and then usually 3 feet in front of the window they will also check. So they go in, they check that. They're also going to do a visual inspection. So they're looking for any chipping, cracking, or peeling paint, alligatoring paint on the exterior or interior of the property. Now, assuming they don't see any of that, they'll give you a preliminary, okay, it looks good, we just have to wait for the lab results. So they send the samples off to the lab. Most inspectors have a 7-day turnaround time. You do have inspectors that offer you an expedited service. If you have a tenant that's moving in right away, you can actually request your results back. Obviously there's a fee for that, but you can request your results back quicker for the expedited fee. And then once they have that back, you have a lead cert that's issued to you. That's a very important piece of paper. It's official. It's got a tracking number and your tenant number. The other thing too about lead paint certificates is they are only valid for as long as the tenant lives there. So if you have a tenant that's been there for 7 years, it's okay to have the same lead cert. Now if you have a tenant that you moved in and they move back out after 6 months, you have to get the lead cert redone. So the lead cert is only valid for as long as the tenant lives there. As far as the lead safe, lead free designations, that's a little bit more in depth. It actually requires them to come out with an XRF or an X-ray gun, and they actually take X-ray samples of various parts of the property, and they're looking for anything that's got 10 micrograms of lead or more in it. Anything with 10 micrograms or more, you're going to have whatever that whatever that piece is, whether it be a door jamb, a windowsill. It'll either have to be encapsulated or it'll have to be removed and replaced to get your lead-free cert. Now the cost of that is much higher than the full risk or modified risk certificate. So it's really all about your goals and your investment goals and how long you plan to hold the property, why you purchased the property, if it was an investment or if you're an accidental landlord. It's really dependent upon you, your goals, and how long you plan to have the property. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and give us a call.